The history of Earth is the history of the planet from its formation to the present day. It is a vast and complex topic, and there is still much that we do not know about it. However, scientists have pieced together a general timeline of events based on evidence from rocks, fossils, and other sources. The Earth formed about 4.54 billion years ago from the accretion of dust and gas in the solar nebula. The early Earth was a very hot and violent place, with frequent bombardments from asteroids and comets. However, over time, the planet cooled and began to solidify. The first oceans formed about 4 billion years ago, and life began to emerge about 3.5 billion years ago. The history of life on Earth is a long and complex one. Over billions of years, life has evolved from simple single-celled organisms to complex multicellular organisms, including plants, animals, and humans. Life has also had a major impact on the Earth's atmosphere and climate. The Earth has also undergone significant changes in its physical appearance over time. The continents have moved around, mountains have risen and fallen, and the oceans have covered and uncovered different parts of the planet. These changes have been caused by a variety of factors, including the Earth's internal heat, the movement of tectonic plates, and the impact of asteroids and comets. The Earth is a dynamic planet, and its history is one of constant change. Hadean in 4.54 to 3.8 billion years ago, the Earth was a very hot and violent place during this time. There was no solid crust, and the atmosphere was thick with gases like hydrogen, helium, and methane. The first life forms may have emerged during this eon, but there is no definitive evidence. Archean in 3.8 to 2.5 billion years ago, the Earth began to cool during this eon, and the first solid crust formed. The atmosphere became richer in oxygen, and the first multicellular organisms evolved. Proterozoic eon 2.5 to 542 million years ago, the Earth continued to cool and evolve during this eon. The first plants and animals appeared, and the continents began to form. Paleozoic era 542 to 252 million years ago, the Paleozoic era was a time of great diversification for life on Earth. Mesozoic era 252 to 66 million years ago, the Mesozoic era was dominated by dinosaurs. The first birds and mammals also evolved during this era. Cenozoic era 66 million years ago to present, the Cenozoic era is the current era. It is characterized by the dominance of mammals and the evolution of humans. Planet size and composition are also factors. It can't be too big or too gaseous. If it's too small, it may not have enough gravity to hold on to its atmosphere and its water, as was the case with Mars. The planet must also have plate tectonics, or convection cells lubricated by water that recirculate material from the planet's core to the crust. This is what forms continents and also removes excess CO2 from the atmosphere. The planet needs to be in a star's habitable zone, the area not too close and not too far from the star where liquid water can exist on the planet's surface. Every star has a habitable zone, but not all can support life. If the star is too big and bright, its lifetime would be too short to support the eons required for the development of biological life. If it's too small, its planets would likely be tidally locked, not rotating but always facing the star with the same side of itself. To maintain its atmosphere, a planet must also have geodynamics, a magnetic field to deflect the solar winds and its damaging particles. Though Venus once had massive amounts of water, without the forces of plate tectonics. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate your support and I'm glad you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel